Alright, Tim, back on your feet. Pixel, heal up. Alright. I mean, okay. I'm being a little bit lazy here, not picking Grunchka up, but she does help. So, come on back. Okay, save. That wasn't a death, that was just having a nap. So, I got kind of trapped in here. I'm not sure the way out. I guess there's like the... Are you supposed to... Are you supposed to... come up... Or no, like you're supposed to go up to the 4th floor via the bed. And then the elevator here actually just takes you back down to the 3rd floor. So up, like, is it possible I have to actually go all the way back to the bed? Like, I have to go down and then bounce back up to get to the main area again? Like, is this whole area just a trap? You enter a room electric with power. A weird force emanates down from the ceiling and floods the room. Its power causes the flaming walls and lava floors to surge and sway. Here is where the Draconians acquire their enhanced power from long exposure to the surface. They fled. And then they pour back. Running out of fireballs finally on a couple of people. Well, we've still got lots of fireballs spread around, but... It's a tanning booth. Just hang out in there until you're enhanced with darker skin. No! That wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse. But we are kind of surrounded, by the way. This is not the best location we've ever had. Given how magic resistant so many of these guys are, and the fact that they all explode. And, yeah, this is one of the more difficult encounters. We should probably take it serious. At least some serious. Pretty well surrounded. They can't fireball us when we're all in here, right? It's a pretty good lightning bolt. Alright, we're... Okay, now what? We don't have a very good defensive line. We're definitely surrounded. This would be a great time for hold monsters to work. They finally got the drop on us. Alright, we're gonna need some tricks. Tricks away! Nope. Nope. No luck. Let's, There's a lot of things that would be nice to deal with. I think the green ones are less resistant than the gold ones. 2 of each. Stupid magic. Magic sucks. Never does anything. What's magic ever done for you? Yeah. Yeah, they could do a lot of damage here if they were clever. Just how surrounded we are. That's why we saved it before, like, every battle. Because any one random battle could be just the death of us with a bit of bad luck. Probably should have walked into this room buffed up with at least resistance to fire and stuff. Kind of overspending all the time buffing everyone. It takes so long. That was a good one. Hey! And we just take all the friendly fire damage because there's just no dodging the damage. Like, okay, he's dead. And I'm trying to interrupt as many of the spellcasters as I can. It's just there's not always a way to do it at the moment. Okay, so now we have to start thinking about the reflection jerks. This is probably still not going to work because they'll just, you know, I don't know. That could have been a lot worse. We actually hit 3 of them. And one of them I didn't even think was in range. And killed him far away from the group. Alright, that was a good Code of Cold. Also, we killed the Orak after all. Now, we have some problems. The amount of damage we're sustaining is getting to be a problem. So we really need to take a little break and do a little topping up here, especially on the elf. Nice. The one to the left is dead. The one above him has a free attack and can reflect damage and is just generally a big fat jerk. So we take this turn to heal, to not heal because I don't have the spell, to do a little bit of healing. Who's getting a little bit angry again? Maybe you can tell. They got me in a pretty good bind. I can't argue. I'm just not enjoying it. Oh, good, they just cast Meteor Swarm. Yeah, I knew they had that spell. It's probably not as bad as the Delayed Blast Fireball, but it's still annoying. Especially when I'm trying to, you know, heal some people up. And, you know. We've got to get away from, like, some of these things. I think those two are both dead. Yes. Okay. It's all coming around. No more meteor swarms for you. Just move out of zap range and then heal yourself. And these are dead. This guy's not dead. Not dead, not dead, not dead. Dead. Get out of the way. Just don't lose your cool, Blue. It's all good. Drow has seen better days. Alright, he explodes. Thor takes a bit of hits, but not too bad. Drow needs to get healed. Tim can maybe just, at this point... Almost got that one. This guy is not dead. Kill that one. Beheaded! We dodged an explosion. Yay, Pixel! Once in a while it all works. It's pretty rare, but you know. He was trying to flee! I don't think we've... Have I ever seen the Draconians flee before? Well, the building's made out of fire, so the more explosions you throw at it, the more fiery it is. Alright, that one's dead now. So we're done. Just took a little bit of time and like every heal spell we had. Well, on the plus side, I'm pretty sure that's the most experience we've ever had in a single combat. 42,000. And that was split 7 ways with Grunchka, so... Yeah. Not like it matters, but that's a lot of XP. We can probably get like 3 or 4 level ups if we ever bother to find a training hall again. That's probably some magic as well. So it was like a boss fight. They gave us 1 sword for it. Yeah, hold on. I want to actually see how good that is. Or if it's cursed. It could be cursed. It's a +4. It's a long two-handed sword +4. It's Thaco 3, Thaco -1. So if you ever wanted to use your two-handed swords, it's an upgrade for a couple people. The Dragon Lance have like a two-handed +5 weapon. The two with that. But Pixel and Tim, once in a very rare time, pull out the two-handed swords. Tim's probably the most likely to use it, I guess, at this point. Because the Vorpal sword's pretty awesome. A band of gnomes. Ah, good job for killing all those punks. But we still cannot go higher. Alright, so... You can just walk right through that wall. Nice. Alright, so... Oops. I was looking at my mini-map. Is this the way to go then? A gnome windship on it. Humbrishnog struggles to repel many salamanders. Oh, well. we've got some plot now that we've... I guess maybe after we... the idea is, like, after we stopped the enchantment progress, now we're going to find the way to the 4th floor, or 5th floor, I guess, and it requires, you know, saving our captain here. So let's go. You streak across the floor, and as the team leap the chasm, roll some dice and see who falls into the pit and dies. I mean, never mind, you land on the gondola. Grunchka slams into the salamander and sends it plummeting. Hrumbushnung slices a rope, and the rest of the salamanders lose their grabs. And the windship shoots upwards, and Hrumbushnung struggles to regain control. And you shoot up a level, somehow. In desperation, Hrumbushnung throws out a grapple. With a lurch, the ship stops. He has hooked an arch on an upper level of the Tower of Flame. Hrumbushnung breathes a sigh. Well, I found you, but it took some doing, huh? His brave tale is interrupted. The door ahead flies open. A man rushes through, but skids to a stop. A large group of Draconians angle after him, hissing and cackling evilly. Oh, probably Daenor. A woman is with him. None seem to notice you floating above the arch. Make her burn him, the Draconians snicker, and an Aurak commands the woman to do so. With tears coursing down her cheeks, she steps forward and her hands burst into flame. Gracia, no! Daenor pleads. No, we should have cast Resist Fire on him, I guess. He lifts his sword. You've only a moment to act, clinging to the gondola. You have no weapons. What do you do? So, he's been trying to rescue his sister all this time. She's been, you know, mind-controlled. What's... I guess in the past we've dispelled fireballs with magic. So do we just try that again? Dispel magic? You only have time for one spell. Charm Person, Lightning Bolt, Magic Missile, or Dispel Magic. Choose your own adventure. I'm gonna say not Lightning Bolt. Maybe Magic Missile, because in combat mechanics, that interrupts her spell. But she's a high-level mage. She's probably got, like, shield and stuff, so it wouldn't work, right? Theoretically, Charm Person... I don't know. You'd have to dig into the rule set. Can you charm someone who's already been charmed? I was leaning to Dispel Magic before they even showed this. So I'm definitely thinking Dispel Magic. But I don't know. I think it's Dispel, because she's been charmed. Either we dispel her and get rid of the charm spell affecting her, or we dispel the fireball and save Daenor, right? And we've dispelled fireballs before. This has got to be a counter spell kind of mechanic, not a kill her with a, you know, the magic missile will either do nothing or kill somebody. I'm going Dispel. Kracia gets dispelled? Sheesh, now I don't know, because now you can have... I didn't realize we could have targeted the Aurak. Yeah, but the Aurak's, like, got so much magic resistance, none of the spells work on Auraks. It's gotta be Dispel Kracia, right? Are you sure? No. You thought it was 1 in 4. It's more like 1 in 12 if you're just guessing. Yeah. She's been magically controlled. Dispel that magic. In the nick of time, you break the charm spell on her. Thankfully. Exhausted, she sags to her knees at the edge of the chasm. Huh. Finally. We've rescued her at long last. It only took an entire game. The Draconians are enraged. She has slipped the spell! Push them into the abyss! Yeah, well, you guys know what to do. Intent on their prey, the Draconians do not suspect that death may lurk above them as the party drops. why do we have to land in melee, guys? Drop down a little bit further away, because we're all gonna get blasted. I'm gonna just do that. Yeah, we're starting to run low on spells. We could try to disintegrate them. I don't know. Good, we got the enchanted Aurak at the very least, but this is a lot of exploding enemies in melee. I was kind of thinking of, like, rather than attacking, we should just put we should put resist fire on everybody or something. I don't know. Eh, what fun is that? What fun is casting resist fire, but we can just shoot fireballs out of our hands. Alright, the first meteor. That's the only spell we're gonna get. And it even interrupted Rob, who was gonna cast Disintegrate. Because, of course. This is gonna be a very painful fight. Oh good, Danor's back. Why don't you just stay out of the way, buddy? Alright, so Jarrell didn't get interrupted, so that could be another fireball. Yay, more fireballs! I heard you like fireballs, so I sent some... Oh, I actually fireballed my own guys there. Bad. I must have been looking at the wall and not... Yeah, oops. Well, we just beheaded him, and then the rest of his body explodes. I guess it sort of makes sense, maybe, that beheading the CVAX still doesn't prevent their explosions. It's like their body's unstable with all the enchantments, so once you've killed them, they just combust. Boy, that was a lot of damage for one turn. Great start. Alright, Grunchka, just stay out of the way, I guess. If we've got any heal spells, it's probably a good time to use some healing. Thornum also might want to get healed up if we can pull it off. Let's see. This Bozak hasn't been interrupted either. Could probably cast spells on us. Well, we could try to hit it with a rock. Maybe. Hey, success. Okay. And then Rob can cast magic, so sneak on up there. And Rod to heal spells. Yep. So instead of doing that, let's try... Resurrection after we die. I mean, we can heal a bit. Don't attack the green ones in melee. I didn't expect him to die immediately, but goodbye to another spell. These guys, I don't know. Starting in melee like this is just... It's like you could try to run away and get some distance, but then they get free attacks when you run away. Or you try to kill them and then they either zap you back when you hit them or explode when you kill them, and you just always take damage. Oh, that guy's dead already. So, I think we have to back up, and the people who can should be switching over to their bows now. And trying to take out the Bozaks from distance. Good, just keep walking on the acid, you dummy. Alright, Tim. kind of stuck here. There's no way it'll work, but let's try this death spell. Let's see how awesome the death spell is. It's about as awesome as I expected, aka completely pointless. Is it time for final boss battle music? Well, we're getting it anyway. I don't know what Thornham thinks about all of his friends just backing up out of melee range and shooting arrows and everything. It's not the nicest thing we've ever done. You're just gonna have to take the hit. What else can I do, man? Everything over there is gonna explode pretty soon. Meanwhile, Tim has been completely abandoned. Alright, well that's another Bullsack down. And I think... maybe we can just kill the CVAC from range. We should really be healing Thornham up, probably. If we have any heal spells left. We're running pretty low on resources again. Tim can survive another explosion. Sorry, Tim. Alright, now we get you out of there. I think this fight's over. Nope. Still moving around. We gotta go kill that guy. Thornham's in range. No heals. No heals. I think we might actually be out of heal spells. Alright, and that's form 2. There's one heal spell. Let's use it on probably Thornham. 29 hit points is not enough. There we go. Aaron has no big heal spells. Let's see if we can finish this Auroch off at range. Okay. Bow's pretty good. One more heal spell. Probably wants to go on Tim at 40. Well, Rob's also pretty weak. Rob first, I guess. And that might be all the heal spells we got. Yeah. Alright, well, unless you want to use, like, small heals. And I do not. That was a tough fight. But we got it. Another 15,000 even experience. And some garbage loot. Alright. Only hour and 25 minutes in. Are we there yet? The battle won, Daenor rushes up to his beloved sister and helps her up. Oh, brother, the nightmare's over. Everyone gets even more experience. Daenor carries her to the windship and bids Hermbidblub to carry her to safety. But his foot kicks the grapple and knocks it free. No! Shouts Hermbidblub as the windship shoots uncontrollably out of sight with them on board. Did he do that on purpose? Did he just ditch us? He said it was accidental, but... well, the good news is we're on the 5th floor. The bad news is I don't know if we can rest here, because this might be a one-way trip. Look at that 8 million experience. We've probably got, like, a good 1.5 million experience since we came in here, so lots of levels for everybody. We will save at the very least, and then we will try to do magic healing. Oh yeah, magic healing. Should we try to do magic resting as well, just to really rub it in to this game, how I feel about it at the end here? Save, and we're just gonna spend an entire day. Almost an entire day just resting. And then some random punks show up. But we got, like, most of our spells back. Most of them. That was pretty good. I don't know exactly how long we were resting, given the speed of the text there, but... Alright, let's do another quick fight. Super quick fight. Before the final... This is just going to be a long episode. I don't know if we've got 5 minutes left of this game or an hour. And if it's super long, I guess I'll cut it up in post, but... If you're watching this as a future tuber, you probably can just look at the duration bar. You had a rest of over a week in Eye of the Beholder. I think it caps around... Well, I don't know. If you were like a level 30 mage with like 9 slots in every single level... take a long time. But I don't know this game how long. They may have changed like the rest time mechanics. You could go play Wizardry 6. I was playing that a little bit earlier. You probably have to rest like a year or two to get all your spell points back at high levels because they don't recharge. They just regenerate slowly over a very long time. Yeah, the 2-year rest. This is not my best choke point. 3 on 2. Okay. Oh, that was wrong tile. At least we can go 4 on 2 this time. Getting lazy here. The game's dragging on a little bit now. I want to just wrap this up. It's been a lot of combat in this area. I mean, actually, I wouldn't even say this is the worst dungeon we've ever had. It's just, you know, we've been going for a while here. Let's try fix, and we still have 13 hours of resting left. I don't know if we'll be able to. No, we only got like 6 hours. Oh, they just left. They just harassed us and flew off. It looks like you can only rest... Oh, well, no, we got all the way through. Never mind, we got everything. Okay, do we think this is like the final battle here? Not quite. Because I would like to put some buffs up when it seems appropriate, but keeping in mind most of our buffs don't last super long. Bask in the power of the Gratinek! We shall soon use this power to squash you like insects. Oh, we got a Skull of Horrors. They're just gonna talk to me every now and then. That looks like a final boss room, right? Fires rage around a door of living flame. We could go back. Isn't that where we entered this area, maybe? Slender Bridge. So this is where we started. And I think this is probably where we ended. Alright, so I don't want to spend an hour putting on buffs, but we should at least do some basic smart buffs. We've got to put resist fire on people or I'm going to be really annoyed. So everyone gets protection from fire. I don't care. Just resist fire. Just cast it on everybody. Even if you've got a ring that gives you the same effect, I don't care. The reason Thornum didn't cast on himself is because he's got a better spell that I saved for the very last battle. Protection from fire. He absorbs fire damage for a little while. So that's pretty fun. And let's see. What else should we put on people? We'll just do a quick prayer and bless, which don't last very long. Let's put protection from evil on everybody, I guess. We're probably fighting some evil enemies. I'll even put it on Grunchka. Just double check. Let's see, what else could we do? Some casters can cast Mirror Image on themselves, which will make it more difficult to get hit in melee. But it's a self-target, so only mages can do that. And only if they know it. Which Tim wasn't allowed to learn it, I guess. Because he's a white mage. So, Mirror Image. Next up. We could certainly enlarge some people. I think Aaron and Thornham are already super strong, but we can definitely buff up some of the other people. Like, how much stronger did that make Pixel? 22 strength. That's pretty good. Cast on Tim. See if anyone else has any enlarges just sitting around. Jarrell. And, I mean, we should probably cast on Grunchka. Looks like we had enough for everyone. Everyone gets some growth. Alright, so, resist fire, enlarge, mirror image if you've got it. What else we got? I could put resist cold on everyone, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's a... I was thinking there might be white dragons stopping people from taking all the fire damage. We've probably got enough charges of those laying around somewhere. Maybe. I lost track of who I casted on. Probably the bottom three there. Maybe I didn't memorize enough of those. I think I meant to get a bunch more resist colds, but we run into things that do cold damage so rarely. Alright, Dispel Evil is not camp castable. We don't need Protection from Evil 10 Radius because we've got it individually cast, which lasts longer. I think we have all the cleric spells that we can buff with. Oh, you can put Bark Skin on. There you go. It's just not going to do anything. There you go, Thornham. You got some Barky Skin. I'm pretty sure that's all the cleric spells that do anything that we can cast. So then after that, there's still like mage spells. The last one would be... We could put Mind Blank on a couple people. That makes you immune to mental effects. Let's put it on Aaron and Thornham because I'm assuming dragons, so, you know, it'll keep them dragon lancing. I don't know if I have very many of those. Because red road mages aren't really supposed to know Mind Blank. So I kind of cheated it. Cheated? I don't know, that's a strong word, but... We had 3 of them, so 3 people are Mind Blanked. Next, yeah, Fire Touch would work. I don't know if I've got enough of those for everybody, but we can Fire Touch it. Globes go last, anyone who gets globed. Because I can't, once you've been globed with invulnerability. Yeah, we'll haste, I guess, before we start. It doesn't last very long, but we can do that. Okay, let's start Fire Touch with the people at the top. 2... 3... That's right, Tim wouldn't know it because it's like an alteration spell. So I only had 4 of those, so 4 people get it, I guess. Yeah. Alright, and then, yeah, Haste is in there. I guess Iron Skin is a self-buff that I don't actually know if it does anything in this game. I've never been able to quite figure out if Iron Skin works. It sounds cool, so, you know, we'll cast it, but if you know it, you might as well cast it. When else are we going to cast it? So, you know, got 1 person with Bark Skin and, like, 3 people with Iron Skin. We can do Haste still, Globes after all of that. We might... Oh, Fire Shield, yeah. Fire Shield is self-targeting, and unless we're expecting to get hit by ice, which is pretty low likelihood, we want to go Cold Flame. And this will essentially double up with protection from fire, and mean the people with Fire Shield are basically immune to fire damage, which might be very useful. Although they'll take double damage. They'll take regular damage from ice, because they've got protection from ice, theoretically. Yeah, and Tim usually doesn't have that spell, because it's probably Alteration. One of the weaknesses of White Mages again. Oh no, never mind. There, I found it. Cold. So everyone that's a mage is possibly immune to fire. Alright, and then... there's so much magic. Sure, we'll cast Haste. Everyone's older and smarter or something. And I think that's all the spells we've got. That are defensive precast. And if there's no boss in the next room, then we just spent like 10 minutes buffing for nothing. So Globe of Invulnerability protects you against low-level spells pretty effectively. Anything level 4 and lower is just, you're immune to it. Which is pretty good. Oh, I didn't put Blink. Did I? Oh, Blink is level 3. I would have needed to memorize it separately. Blink is one of those fun ones that I usually don't memorize. Because it used to take up a fireball slot, but you know, we don't use these very often anymore. So we missed out on Blink, but that's fine at this point. Take that globe. Yeah, I must have never memorized Blink for whatever reason. And not everyone has a globe anyway. Okay, I'm gonna say that's more than enough pre-buffing. Hopefully we're all satisfied with that. If you want to have a look at our magic display, you can see all the fancy spells that we've managed to cast on everybody. This is a lot of spells. This is classic. Look at this nonsense. A full page of buffs on Pixel here. It's too much magic. Unfortunately, it's difficult to like look at your stat screen and really see it affect much other than your strength. But, you know, let's do this thing. Servants of evil flee before you like chaff in a hurricane. This is not good. I'm supposed to get to combat immediately. 2, 3 steps, 4 steps. Bless will be gone in 2 rounds at this point. You step into the inner court of the sanctum of the Tower of Flame. Ahead there is a black tripod holding aloft an ornate blood-red cauldron. In the tall cauldron rests a great spherical object, gray in color, glowing with an unearthly pallor. The energy you feel is that of the Gratinik, the legendary creative greystone of Krynn. You remember that there are others in the hall. All around you, Draconians and their evil allies have gathered in a deadly ring. Should have used more fireballs. Now, they all speak with one voice. Ah, my fondest desire will come true after all. I have always intended that my next footsteps upon Krynn would be upon the heads of irksome unbelievers. The time has come. I must prepare myself for rebirth, minions. Lay out the red carpet. If this isn't the final boss... So, we're off to a great start. Before the music even stops playing, we get hit by Fireball. Pixel did not take any damage. Only Aaron and Grunchka. So, our protection spells are working. We've got Dark Wizard, Fire Giant, Fire Shadow, Capax. This is not the biggest encounter we've ever dealt with. The Dark Wizard already had his turn. Oh, there's a Beholder up there. Sure. Cool. Great. No dragons, though. So let's go smack that, Everyone's hasted, so, like, we're really good in melee right now. Oh, right, I gotta slow things down a little bit. Yeah, let's go kill the mages right now. And start working on the Beholder. I guess Pixel with 4 strikes on the Vorpal Blades could cause some fun like that, beheading enemies. That's a double beheading. Pretty fun. Alright, what's next? Maybe the Beholder? Or the Aurak? Rob only gets 2 attacks. I think the priority is going to be to try to kill the Dark Wizard before the next... I mean, we've already... Like, this... He already had his turn this round, but I'd like to zap him with ice. Hopefully this doesn't kill Pixel or anything. No, we're good. Totally perfect. Alright, Thornum's gonna go after the Beholder. No trouble at all. The emulation is stealing some of our mirror images, but that's fine. Okay, I'm feeling like we've pretty much got this one in the bag already. Haste really does a number on enemies that you can kill with your melee weapons. Just the damage output is pretty spectacular on all our fighters. Also, Thornum can move 48 squares in combat right now. That one's done. Yeah, it's over. Alright, unfortunately, all of our spells... We have to wait for this, this Aurak Draconian to explode. So we're kind of wasting some turns of our buffs here, just sitting around. But there's nothing we can do. Alright. Well, round 1, that was fine. 17,000 experience and some gems and stuff. Whatever, take them, sure. A second wave of evil serpents waits in the wings. Yeah, probably picked the right time to buff up, right? So now we got a Lich, Death Dragons, Black Dragons, Minions. Not a lot of Spellcasters, couple Liches and Death Dragons. You know, minus 11 armor class. It's pretty good. Pixel's just gonna run over here and behead the Lich in one shot. Yeah, that's the stuff. I don't know if you can behead skeleton dragons. Probably not. This is a nice line here. I think, again, the focus is interrupting the enemy Lich. On this one... Let's see. Now, Rob only gets 2 attacks hasted. We could still try some fancy magic. I think Liches are probably immune to cold damage, right? They are immune to so much stuff. Let's just... It's not worth it. Okay, here we go. But this is what we really paid for the big bucks for. It's Dragonlance time, and we can kill 4 dragons in one round if we want. So let's take, well, there's 3 on the right, I guess, so that's the way we go first. 1 for Thor, 2 for Thor, and if you don't miss, 3 for 4. We don't actually want to melee that one. Just giving him a free hit so we can smack that guy. Okay, cool. If Aaron can get his round quickly, that would be grand. Let's have Drow go smack a Lich. Good. And then Aaron's up. So we're going to have all the dragons dead, probably, before they can cause any trouble. Good old 187 damage. Yeah. Okay, great first round, everybody. Great first round. How much more can we wrap up in the first round of combat? Oh, the fire touch on Tim is healing the fire minions a little bit, but... we didn't interrupt that guy. Oh well. Not too bad, not too bad. The Bozak's lightning bolts are not the worst thing we could see. It's a bit frustrating, but... I mean, he did zap himself, so... Now... I've got to deal with these Bozaks. And they've got the fire shield gimmick. Alright, that one's dead. Good Aurak. Let's see if I can Vorpal the other Aurak. Not Vorpaled. Okay, so now we just need to deal with the reflectors, whatever you want to call them. Not difficult, with arrows at least. Do we get, like, do we get 4 arrow attacks when we use hasted bows, or is it just the 2? Wow, I didn't realize you got double bows as well, double arrows. That's pretty awesome. Double ranged attacks, I guess, is what I mean to say. We could throw... Is that 6 darts in a single turn? Get out of the way there, Grinchka. Doesn't look like we got double rocks from the sling, though. Seems like we might only be getting the one rock throw. I'm not sure, but that's what it looked like. Could have just been we missed twice or whatever, but... Alright, this should be another fight done in a short time. Just have to wait for them to explode. And that is that. Another 20,000 XP and some garbage. Just leave that on the ground there. All around the hall are dead bodies. The floor is slick with blood. You hear another voice now, a man's. He whispers, "So, the queen has a red carpet after all." There is the rattle of chains. "Heroes, you have not disappointed me. Come." The jaw drops, exposing blackness. You enter the abyss.